Welcome to the Daily Energize Podcast, your quick dose of clarity, quick tips, and the spark you need to shine bright. Here's your host, Spencer Jones.
Happy Friday! Thank you for hopping in and joining me, Spencer Jones, in this episode of the Daily Energize. You know, I've been reflecting on these episodes, the vast majority of episodes, and I start out really energizing like this, and then I just get like, hey, let's have a conversation, let's just chat. Because I like the energy of starting it off, but I also love just sitting down, having a conversation. I'd love your thoughts. Do you like that kind of high energy intro, or would you like more just a, hey, thanks for hopping in, joining me, and more of a conversational type? Because we get into just a conversation, because it's just you and I. But I don't know. I like starting with the energy, but I also want to make sure that you like it. So the only way I can know is if you let me know. So let me know. Do you like that kind of high energy intro? Send me a message, Spencer at SpencerMJones.com or at JonesInfo on social media. Let me know if you like that. If you don't, that's cool too, right? Yes or no. No hard feelings. Just curious. So thank you so much for letting me know. I appreciate that. Well, today I want to chat about something I mentioned earlier this week in one of the episodes. And that's those three categories. Now, I want to be clear on this. I'm still working through this with getting it super clear with the language for myself. So please give me some grace with it. And I would love to have your thoughts on this as well. So feel free to share your thoughts about this, as well as you share if you like the intro or not. And that is, there's these three categories that most people live in or focus on in our lives, right? There's these three areas of focus. We can maybe say it that way. One's your health, right? Then that's your emotional, spiritual, physical, mental, all those things, health. Then there's the finance side of it, right? Your wealth. So you have your health, your wealth, and then your relationships. Almost everything falls within these three categories in some way, shape, or form. Most businesses, most coaches, most things that we focus on fall into one of these three. And that's great. That's beautiful. And as I was working with my coach and our coach about what we do and serve, he made a great comment, and he made this comment, and it just affirmed something that I was thinking about when I saw some of his trainings about this. And I'm like, I mean, yes, we lean much more heavily in the health space with the mental, health side of it. But what we do with energy sovereignty, by being this energy master, it can influence all three categories. Yes, a lot of your mental health, so you can feel free and alive, but also your financial health, because if you are feeling financially, or if you have that healthy energy, money's going to flow. Money's just energy. It's going to flow that much easier and smoother once you are a master of your energy, right? You have that energy sovereignty. You are the king, the queen of your energy kingdom. And same with relationships. Relationships are this flow of energy between two people or more people. So it's just energy. Once you clear out those blocks for you and become aware and understanding, then you have the tools and frameworks to build these stronger connections. And then same with your health. So what we do, especially in the terms of energy sovereignty, we touch on all three of these categories. And so I wasn't sure what to pick. He's like, what you do with energy sovereignty, you're one of the few and far between that actually can help all three categories by doing this one thing with you. I thought, wow, that's incredible. Because let's face it, right? There's financial coaches, right? People who help you with your wealth. And so when you focus on that, great. So you're focusing on your health, your wealth, your wealth side of it, right? So you're trying to grow, maybe you're trying to get more money, grow your business, or invest more, whatever. So you start focusing on that. But then maybe your relationships aren't as strong because you're putting more energy, more focus into finances. Or you're so focused on relationships of building that connection and relationship with other people or with one person that your health takes a hit because you're not focused on eating as well as you can, and doing as well, and your finances suffer, or when your finances suffer, right, you're not eating as healthy as you probably could. And so, now, okay, if you focus on your health, right, so you're taking care of yourself mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, all those things, well, that then it can help our relationships at points, but it can also suffer because we're so focused on one category. So a lot of people just focus on one category. Sometimes you can focus on two, but you're almost always dropping the ball in some way, shape, or form in one of the three categories. And what we can do, and when you are energy master and master of your energy sovereignty, is we give you the methods and the frameworks so that, yes, you might be leaning more heavily into one or the other at a time. That's what we need to do, right, to learn and grow. But we help you make it sustainable and, well, help you balance it so that when you do need to lean one way or another, you have to adjust the others, but you still can have the strong relationship, strong health, strong wealth, whatever that focus is. We can help you keep that balance so that you are at your best. And I'm not trying necessarily, the word balance fits, but I'm not sure I really like the word balance. I'm still working on what that is, what that term is. Maybe we'll go with balance, but I'm not sure. But we help you when you're juggling all of these things, right? You're juggling health, wealth, and relationships. You focus on one too much, you lose the others. Well, we help you be able to juggle. We give you the framework and the methods so that you can truly be at your best in all of those categories. And then the support system and structure to do it. But I just want you to know, I'm curious, as you go through today and the weekend, which category are you focused on? Which one or two of those categories are you focused most on right now? And what is it costing you in one or two of the other ones? It doesn't necessarily be a big cost, but what is it costing you? And what if you switched? Just something to think about over the weekend. Not blaming, not beating you over the head with it, but just raising awareness. Oh, I'm really focused in this category. That's cool. When I was training for for my half marathons and 5Ks and triathlons and half Ironman, I was really, really focused on that. I was really, really focused on my physical health. And I'll tell you, my relationship suffered greatly. My relationship with Katie got, really, really shaky because I was so focused on that. Same thing can happen if you're focused only on relationships, then your health and wealth goes. If you're just focused on wealth, then your health and relationships go. Just something to think about, right? No blame, no judgment, just something to become aware of. What if you could be a master of that balance? Because you can. It is possible, and you are worthy of it. All right, that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for hopping in, joining me. I appreciate you. I love you. And I want you to shine your beautiful light with the world. So keep shining bright. Let me know if I can help in any way, shape, or form. And until next time, I'll catch you later.